Hey, this is Big Guy DIY coming to you with another little project I'm doing. So let me explain this one. I want to set my camera up here. Hang on for a second. So what this is, let me grab something. This is a Pinewood Derby track I'm making. I'll show you the end result once it's all done. But I'll show you how I constructed it. This was totally off the top of my head. I had no plans on this, but I do have to give a shout out to an individual. I can't think of his name at this moment, but I'll mention him later in the video because I borrowed some of his ideas and used some of my ideas. But the track itself is made out of one piece of plywood. I've seen a lot of people use 1/4-inch plywood. To me, that's too thin. So I went to 1/2-inch plywood, 4x8, and then I used plastic trim, which is used to be your lane for the car. Okay. Why am I doing this? The reason I'm doing this is there's a group of us for my job, a bunch of co-workers and a couple outside friends. One of them, his wife gets together every month on a Thursday. It's not always the same Thursday in the same week, but it's a Thursday of every month. And it's a book club and they talk about books. And my dear friend said, I hate books. I don't like reading books. I'm going to start an anti-book club. So he created this anti-book club, and there's about between 8 and 10 of us in this. And so one Thursday every month we get together, but we do nothing with books. We do events. So like we'll go out to dinner someplace that's fun, or we'll go to the casino down in southern Connecticut, or we'll go hang out at a friend's place with a pool and have a buffet. We'll do everyone brings something to eat, or we'll go to a pizza joint. There's always an event we will do or participate in. It's always a Thursday. So the guy who started it said, let's do a Pinewood Derby. So I've done Pinewood Derbies having 2 boys. I did it for 6 years. Yeah, I think it's 6 years. And my daughter would participate as well. So I've built, 14 cars, and I still have them. Still have every single car that I've built. And they did well. This is the one that won it all at our Boy Scouts. It was the first year my middle son entered. Yes, Daddy built it, but this won the entire event in our area. And then he was invited to this big playoff or runoff at a car dealership. They had a track set up. He did all right there, but there were some cars that are way faster than his, and that's okay. We had fun. He's got trophies to brag about it and pictures. So I thought, my friend asked me, you think you can build a Pinewood Derby track? I said, sure, I'll do that. That ought to be fun. So what I have so far is this is the starting mechanism. And I will show it in another video, because right now I have this track bolted to track number 2. As you can see, when I say bolted, I have a threaded rod running through here, and you can see my dowels, and then the dowel holes that line up. So when these 2 ends come together, the threaded bolt squeezes this tight together, and then my guide runs over onto the new track and screws it in, so there's no twist in it as well. So Right now I just have 2 lined up. My garage is only long enough to do 2 boards, so I still have the 3rd piece and the 4th piece to do. My guides, it's just plastic trim. I think there's like 1/4 inch plastic trim. That's all. They're 8 feet long, but obviously I'm cutting them a little shorter in order to make them fit. The pins, these are the little rods I bought. Or not little rods, it's a rod I bought that I had to cut, stainless steel rod. I couldn't get something else a little cheaper. But this is how it works. There's a little bounce because I haven't done the legs yet. I have to do the legs, which are 60 inches high, so they'll be, I don't know, another 2 feet higher than what the track currently is. So I have to do legs here at the starting point, and I got to do another set of legs in the midpoint. But this is what I've accomplished so far. This is your starting handle. Just push it forward. It's spring loaded, so they just drop. And there we go. So when I get this unbolted, I'll flip it over and continue on this video and show you how I made the starting mechanism here. It was kind of interesting, a little brainstorming to get it done to make it work. So, and then the other thing I haven't finished yet, I haven't started on yet, is my finish line. And that's gonna, these spools, the holes in them, and popsicle sticks as well. And so this idea came from the guy I mentioned earlier. Well, I'm going to mention earlier, but this is my idea of what he did. I'm doing something a little different to make that work. So we will come back and continue on with this. bring it this way now. These legs will kick out to let you know.
Alright.
Down on the floor.
On the floor.
Yep.
You want that?
I want those legs out.
Want this out?
Yep. Let it down. Yep. That's it. Okay, flip the track upside down. This is the back of the starting mechanism. So I'm going to go underneath here. And that's the handle right there. So when you pull that handle, it unhooks from the screw, and then this drops. So here are your starting pins, right here. So in order for me to get these grooved out, I use a tool called a roto zip. And what it is it has a variety of bits that you can use. The bit that I use allows me to not only drill down, but drill to cut sideways. So I can create these grooves or these elongated holes. So these pins go in. Hinges, these are old boat hinges. Actually from a boat I still have, from a 1984 boat. Door hinges, these are for the legs. So here's the lock. I bought the hoop lock so the legs stay locked down. Unhook it. And then there goes your legs. Stand it up. So the way the spring mechanism works is I have a screw here and a screw here. This is my spring. I bought a whole bunch of them because I didn't know exactly how much tension I needed. I didn't know how long it had to be. But I knew when I put this down, it had to be under tension constantly. So I took a screw and I drove it in here. So I'm going to do that right now, drive that back in. So what this screw does is two things. It keeps the tension on the spring, and when the starting handle, I gotta do it from this side, when the starting handle is pulled, it allows the pins to drop away. And that's it. That's my starting mechanism. A lot of glue and screwing. This is my second leg because of the length of the track. This actually wobbles. So I had to create another leg for the middle part. For my connection down here, like I said, the end goes a little longer. That'll screw into the next correction. And here's what I call the female end. So the dowels will go in here. To hold it together, here's my through bolt. So just undo this. And then this through bolt will actually stay in there. But this whole thing will slide back. And that's it. So what's holding the white guides in, I'm just using 1/2 inch screws. Nothing special. Number 10s. Oh, 3/4 inch. I was just using what I have in my own stock. And then I am countersinking every hole into the plastic. The downside is they're sticking out, as you can see. So I have to go through and take my grinder and grind all the screws that have come through the bottom of the board. So I didn't think that would come through because the board being a 1/2 inch and then that plastic, I thought it would just, be at the surface but not coming through, but they're all coming through. All right, so when we come back, I'll be showing you the second part of the track, part 2, and then the finish line. These lines is the track height. So when this is over the track, the top of the track hits here. But then I have the guide that the cars follow. So I have to add that to my height. So knowing that this is where the height of the guide, so I need this tip, which is going to be glued on here. Oops. Be glued on here to be just above it. ended up taking a Dremel tool because of these spools have a lip to them here. It was rubbing against the side here of the gate, so you can kind of see the difference here. I took a Dremel tool with what they call a barrel sander and just got rid of that. So take the metal rod, push it through again. So as the car passes under, whichever is against the block here, that's the car that crossed first. I do have to put a weight. I'm going to put a weight on it. I wish I didn't have so much play on this, but so for a weight, I have an idea. What the line represents is where the weight has to be, because if the weight is in a different location, like one weight here and say one weight here, that'll affect the fall. So by having both weights in the exact same location, the fall will be equal. All right, done with that. I might sand it or something, but let that dry and I'll paint the things here. I don't know. I don't think I'll create a flag or anything. I don't know. I'm a last minute thing. Nope, that won't fit. But that would be a good flag holder. You know? Glue this someplace, glue it there and put a flag in there. I don't know. Anyways, that's where we're at. Our starting line mechanism is, or finish line mechanism is done. So there is a little distance, but when the track, and this is on the track will be just below this. You know, this is the guide where the cars go over. It'll be about there. So the way it works is when a car comes down, the one that sits on the top is the one that is last. The one that sits on the bottom is the one that came first. That's it. Pretty straightforward. Took a little time to make it, but kind of see how it works. One thing I have to do is cut this rod a little. That's it. This is what I've been working on. So I just finished the body. Now I gotta do the axles. Alright. Next part of this video, you'll see the track being set up. We'll do that in a time lapse. Okay, the track is now finished and set up. Total length of this track is 32 feet. So what I'm doing is give you an idea how the setup works.
Early.
Yeah, setup works. We got the legs here, which fold up underneath, and then there's a latch that holds them up so it can be transported. Second set of legs, same thing. They can be folded up and locked in place so it can be transported. Obviously, it comes in 4 sections. And the track is so long, it actually goes off the end. So we have to put pillows or blankets or whatever at the end here to capture the cars. And that's it. You saw the video earlier I posted with this. We tested it out to be sure everything is running. And it's going to be fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera up and record some of our events, because I think there's like 8 or 10 people joining us on this one. And originally I was going to, after done with the track, I was just going to repurpose the wood and use it on my utility trailer for the sides. But several people said, no, we're keeping this track and we're going to reutilize it. So that's it. This is Big Guy DIY Robert signing off. Give me a thumbs up if this was informative in any way. Any comments below, rifle them. Any comments, rifle them below, and I'll do my best to reply to them. Especially questions on setting this up. It took a little brainstorming. So enjoy some of the racing after this closing. Okay, go ahead.
It was definitely Jason. Yeah, it's definitely Jason. Yeah. Left side one. 'Cause the right side is
Yeah, I'm still going. I think I'm still going. That was Jason. Yeah.
All right.
You let it go the right way.
It's still going forward. It still goes forward.
That would be a shame. Dude, their 40-year-old car gets trounced by giant-sized pin.
This is my Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore. Let's get the camera on this one. All right, here we go. Let's see. This is the Batmobile. Dude, the inside window. Alright, but I wanna know some of your secrets. Just saying. Bob, that's not what I wanna know secrets.
Trying to find a way there.
I'm gonna watch it really close.
Tell us rookies. Bobby, go. Bob's got a half take a guess right here. Bob. Tell us what the secrets are. Tell us what the secrets are.
Oh, wait, I gotta hold this.